guys, welcome back to another episode of Critical Entertainment. I'm your host, Sammy, and today we are going to be talking about Wicked because this is our second installment of TV Talks, the podcast that we're doing any and every Monday. Okay, look, I know today is a Tuesday. I know. Well, by the time you watch this, it will be a Tuesday. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. It's just I wasn't able to see this movie till today, Monday. So I did not have time to make this review. So don't get mad. Please. So I almost said Week in My Life because I'm also filming that right now. I have a literal camera over there that is filming me film this. Isn't that funny? It's literally like taped to my door. It's filming me. But without further ado, let's get into it. So these are my initial thoughts of the movie, and this is the part that's going to be spoiler free. I will put a timestamp, like right here, so where my hand is, that will, I can speak English, I can tell you, that will say when I start delving into spoilers. But my initial thoughts, I actually thought it was amazing, especially Defying Gravity. Elva's story was very rich, very, very good. And I just felt like she was done wrong by the wizard. If you watched the movie already, you know what I mean. She was done wrong by the wizard. He did her wrong. But, okay, this is the spoiler section. We're going to jump into spoilers really quickly. So that timestamp thing I was talking about, I'm not going to put it up because I'm just going to announce myself jumping into spoilers, which is now. Okay, so here's the story of the movie. And click off if you're going to see and you don't want to know anything. This is the story of the movie. It starts off with the witch being melted, and we already know the Wizard of Oz story, so I don't feel like I should explain that, but she's the Wicked Witch of the West. She is melted. She is very much melted down, and they're all like, the witch is dead, the witch is dead, and then they ask Glinda, hey, weren't you and Elphaba friends? She goes, friends, and then it shows all these flashbacks of when they knew each other, and then she just says, we knew each other. And then it talks about Elphaba's rather sad life. People treated her terribly. Yeah, she was ridiculed for being green. Her parents hated her. And it was her mother's fault she was green because her mother had an affair and drank the green elixir. But I digress. I'm so sorry. She's like, and she was treated so terribly. So her sister goes to this school because her sister is in a wheelchair because of some milk flowers. They explain that, but I'm not going to explain that. I'm only telling the bare bones of the story. She goes to this school. Her sister is going to this school. Shiz. We all know what it sounds like, so nobody write it down in the comments if you're watching this. Shiz. And, well, at Shiz, she's taking her sister, walk her around, and people are like, oh, you're green. And stuff like that. And she goes like, it's really funny because she goes, no, I am not seasick. I'm swaying in my chair. That's why I'm moving. No, I'm not seasick. No, I didn't eat grass as a child. And yes, I've always been green. Because Glinda's like, you're green? And she goes, I am. And then her and Glinda become roommates because she gets enrolled in the school. And, well, Glinda and her hate each other. They literally sing a song about loathing each other. They hate each other. It really doesn't have a turnover until Glinda sets him up with Elphaba's sister. And she does that because she's in love with this other boo, and this guy who wanted her to be her boo, she pawns him off on this other girl. So basically, the other girl kind of realizes that he really loves Glinda and not her, but he also likes to be around her. It's convoluted, my guy. This was a 3-hour movie. I'm totally not emotionally and physically drained after that movie. You are. Anyway, okay, I need to stop. Okay, I'm done. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So basically, she sets her up, and Elphaba really believes now they're friends. Well, actually, she likes her now because she thinks she helped out her sister. And she's like, you helped out my sister? Well, now I like you. And it's basically like that. But then Glinda does a whole in the face, because I actually slapped myself in that kind of her. Does that in the face because she doesn't know her and Glinda are friends yet. I mean, Elphaba. I'm sorry, Elphaba. Well, Elphaba, thinking they're friends, gets her the one thing she really wanted, to be taught by this, like, upper, higher witch that Elphaba is being taught by. I forgot to mention that Elphaba is very powerful. Well, they're not friends yet. But, as Glinda puts it, her grandma gives her such hideous hats. So she gives it to Elphaba, because it goes with everything she wears. And Elphaba shows up with the standard Wicked Witch hat. It's on her head. And and people are laughing at her. So she starts doing some like type of dance like this and going. And it's really weird. But after Glinda gets her Elphaba. After I'm still like sore from this slap. But after Elphaba gets her into this train, she realizes that Elphaba and her are now friends. She's like, you gave me the one thing I wanted. We are now friends. And she does the dances that Elphaba is doing, because Elphaba does this really weird dance that gets everyone to laugh at her. And she does it with Elphaba, and since she's the cool kid, everyone does it. And they are now like friends. And she sings this whole popular song and tries to give her a makeover and tells her, the first thing you do is hair flips. And now they are besties. They are besties. They have a lot of songs. Elphaba gets with the wizard. And this is when it all goes down from, yay, we're friends, to, we're acquaintances. It goes from, yay, to, it goes from literally that. So she's literally like, she's with the wizard. The wizard sings the song, I'm a sentimental man, when he's really not. He sings this whole entire song, and the wizard isn't even magical. And the only reason they see him as the wizard is because they believe he can read this ancient book. He actually can't read this ancient book, but they believe he can. And since they believe he can, they believe he has magical power. But we're going to tell a little side story that is important to this plot. Animals can talk in this series, and they want to put animals in cages and make it where they never learn how to speak. Okay, we're not going to delve into that, because, again, only bare bones. So you just need to know that bit of information. Now we're going to throw it out the window. Well, we're not. It's actually very important. Well, he gets Elphaba to read the book. She can actually read, and she starts casting this spell. And the winged monkey, if I can find a video of the winged monkey's transformation, I will insert it. Okay. I'm going to give myself a moment if I found it. Okay. If I found it just now, I just inserted it. If I didn't find it, then I did that for no reason. But I'll probably find it. But anyway, okay, I'm not going to fall on my chair. Anyway, I'm so excited. This movie just made me so excited. Anyway, basically, how this, like, ends up, like, working is that, they want to create these spies. So she reads this thing, and the thing turns into a winged monkey, but it's so sad. And basically, the winged monkeys are distorted and now can fly, but it was very painful for them, and it hurt them horribly. And then she says, wizard, if you wanted spies so bad, because he wants to spy for this whole animal thing, and they just think, like, animals and people should be separate, where they're like, they want to spy for this whole animal thing. He's like, why can't you make it themselves? And then she goes, read it. She like holds up and is like, read it, which should be a meme. Read it. She's like, you can't. And after that, he's like, and then she runs out, and a bunch of stuff happens, and hijinks ensues, and then her and Glinda start singing and stuff like that, about like, I hope you're happy, because she caused a bunch of trouble. Well, then she casts some type of like flying spell, and she cast it, and at first nothing happens. So Glinda's like, where are your wings? And she's like, does nothing. And I feel like she meant for this to happen. She's like, maybe you're not as powerful as you thought. But literally her broom flies up, and she's got her iconic witch's broom, which has now been an iconic thing ever since Oz made it a thing, I'm pretty sure. It might have been like that before Oz, but I'm pretty sure Oz like sold the deal that the witch's broom was a thing from now and forever. Basically, she gets her iconic broom and like flies around. But before all that happens, she's trying to run away, get away, and Glinda tells her, I'm not going to come with you. So she jumps out a window. She jumps out a window to get away from these people, but she loses grip of her broom, which she's like, and then she sees a younger version of herself. And I might even insert a clip of this too if I did. I'm probably actually not going to insert a clip of this. Grab their hand like this, and it's actually her broom, and she starts flying. And she starts singing like this song about like what I can be like. The words are not coming to me, even though I thought it was beautiful. And that is the movie. That is how it ends. That's at least how part 1 ends. I will want to specify, if you go to see this, do not plan to get the full entire story. There is more. There is more. There's a part 2 that I just do not have yet. But when part 2 comes out, we will be making a TV Talks review about it. But that's all I really have to say about this subject. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.